Hi everyone. So, today I want to talk to you about INFPs again. I've been thinking about it for a while now. I truly believe that INFPs are the most nosy people out there. Period. It's not even a question. And it scares me, honestly, because I cannot really be friends with INFPs because for me it's like I'm a very private person. I don't really like sharing anything. And I know that these bitches, these hoes, they cannot share anything with other people too. The only thing that they usually do is ask questions. And sometimes they can be a little bit inappropriate, a little bit unnecessary, and kind of weird. So, yeah. And I know it because I'm like that. I like asking shit that is not appropriate at all. Kind of weird questions. So, when I see it in other people, I'm like, ew. 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 What the fuck? Hey, girl. Chill. The fuck are you doing? What the fuck? Can you please keep it to yourself? Can you keep your stupid ass questions to yourself? Thank you. That would be nice. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's true. Sometimes it happens to the best of us. We just want to ask dumb questions. So why do INFPs ask stupid questions and they ask questions a lot? Why do they do that? Well, first of all, they ask questions because they just want to keep talking and they hope that you're gonna ask something as well. Because first of all, they want to see a reaction. They want you to react. They want you to think that they care about your stupid ass, right? They might not care about you at all, but they want you to think that they care because their reputation is the most important thing that they have in their lives. Sad as lives. That's kind of true, right? Am I lying? I'm not lying. I never lie. So they want to keep the conversation because they hope that you'll ask them something and they're gonna be like, it's kind of like, I'm like, I'm mysterious. I don't really like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not, I'm kind of, and they're gonna answer. Of course they're gonna answer, but their answer is gonna be very long, very non-specific. It's just gonna be a rant. It's gonna be a very long rant about nothing. Do you want to hear all of that shit? Probably not. But you ask them, a very good example. They ask you, how are you? And you just say, okay, I'm fine, I'm good. How are you? What are they gonna do? They're gonna rant. They're gonna tell you everything is going on in their lives. And you're gonna be dead by the end of the conversation. You're gonna be fucking dead. So it's better to just ignore INFPs. Why would you need to have an INFP friend? For what reason? No reason. Yo, I'm so toxic. I'm kidding. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just telling the truth. Maybe there is a truth somewhere out there. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just being dramatic. Who knows? Nobody really knows. So yeah, most of the INFPs are kind of selfish, a little bit, when it comes to communication and social interactions. That's true. That's honestly true. But, well, the only thing that annoys me the most is the fact that they don't usually ask questions because they care. They ask questions because they want to be asked as well. I think I'm just repeating myself at this point, but I just want you to understand what I'm trying to say. Because it's kind of difficult to formulate my opinion when it comes to things like that. So it comes across as something good and nice, but when it comes to the nature of all of these things and questions and stuff like that, you just, when you understand it, you look at it differently. You don't really think about it in the same way. And because I know how INFPs work, I just cannot, like, I know it's bullshit for the most part. You know what I mean? It's kind of bullshit. And I don't really like it. So I'm trying to be a little bit less talkative when it comes to just human interactions and stuff like that. I want to be a little bit more direct. Because I like this trait in other people. I like it when people are very direct. I like direct. I like INFJs. I like ENFJs. I like ENTJs, INTJs, because they are very direct. They don't really like to rant a lot. They just say it how it is and that's it. I think it's kind of cool. Because honestly, I don't really want to waste my time, and I don't really want to waste other people's time. I used to be like very careless with stuff like that. I used to be very careless. Now I'm just like, okay, I want something a little bit more meaningful. I don't really want it to be just, like, I don't really want to talk for the sake of talking. I want to say something meaningful, even if my sentences are short, but at least they are to the point, And I don't really want other people to waste my time trying to sell me some bullshit that I don't really need. What's the necessity? Why would I need that in my life? In my life? Why would I need that? I don't really need that. I want people to be kind, first and foremost. Because some INFPs are very aloof. They are extremely aloof, and they are extremely arrogant. That's why they ask inappropriate questions. You know what I mean? They just want to get the reaction. They don't really care about your feelings. They don't really care. They don't give a shit. That's true. They don't care. So yeah, that's the kind of... That's the thing that I wanted to talk about. Now I'm just, I don't really know what else. What else can I say? There's nothing that I can say. Yeah, selfishness is not a good trait. You shouldn't be selfish, and you should think about other people's time first and foremost. Because we all have lives, and life is very short, unfortunately. And sometimes you don't need extra conversations to make, life more entertaining. Sometimes you need to be quiet. And say it like it is without just spilling tea all the time. And coffee, probably as well. Yeah, do something meaningful. Do something useful. And say something meaningful, too, to help other people. And everything will be fine. I love you. I love you. And I love INFPs, too. I just don't like their toxic traits. Because I have these traits, so I'm trying to help other INFPs evolve. That's necessary. That's good. Might seem like I'm a bit negative, but I'm really not. I'm just trying to be honest. And to be completely honest, I think that INFPs, they just don't really know what to do with their lives most of the time, so they try to gather as much information as possible in order to just figure out what they want. They just want to ask you what you want first. Maybe it will help them realize something, have a revelation. So yeah, I think it's necessary for them. They want to speak. They like speaking because that's when they speak, it's the only time when they actually think. Like, for example, I don't really have any thoughts in my head, period. The only time I truly think is when I speak. And when I don't speak, I don't think. I just, I daydream. Or I sleep. I love sleeping, period. But I don't think most of the time. So, and sometimes, you know what I dislike, I don't really like to, I don't really like it when INFPs ask questions and then they just sleep in their brain, like they mentally sleep while you answering the question. You know, it's hard to explain, but they do that. They just sleep. Like you talk about something that's important to you, they ask like invasive questions, and while you're answering, they just don't listen because they don't care. The only thing that they want is to ask, to say something stupid, to ask something stupid. That's it. They're gonna leave it at that. And you're like, okay. And then you ask them like, so are you listening? And INFPs are like, oh, well, yeah, kinda, yeah. Your last word was like, you know, sex or something. I had sex with my ex or something, like, you know, yes, am I right or not? And they're like, no, I had eggs in the morning. What do you mean? I didn't say anything about sex. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I had another thought in my head. Sorry, I don't know. That's it. That's true. I'm just speaking my truth. You know, my truth. Not yours. Period. My truth. Okay, anyway, I'm done.